你的鼻子有两个孔，刚报时的你还挂着鼻涕扭扭。Happy Friday and welcome to The Week, your source for news you don't need. I'm Chris Clark. This week's episode is a bit different than the rest. There are a number of crazy characters I've introduced to you from episode to episode, but this week I'm going to give you a breakdown of the world's craziest characters and keep you up to date on all of their stupidity from here until the end of time. First up, the Octomom. Real name, Nadya Suleman. The Iraqi-American got very popular about 3 years ago when she decided to have 8 eggs planted in her body at once, which resulted in the birth of octuplets. She now has 14 kids in total. She immediately became a media sensation and also immediately hated by the public because of interviews like this.
Some people have said that you have been worried that you might be on public assistance.
I've never in my life been on, and I never will. I would feel like a failure not only as a mother, but as a human being. That's in my own bias.
Octomom swore that life at home was perfectly fine, a great mother, totally stable, but it soon became clear that she had no control over her kids. And then more problems. She lost all her money, and then she lost her home. She swore she would never resort to anything unethical to help fix her problems.
So in other words, pornography is absolutely off the table.
100% off. $100 million, nothing. I would never accept anything.
But then this. First, a nude magazine spread. Then, her first pornographic movie was just released this month. And just this week, she performed live on stage at a strip club in Florida. The Octomom is constantly in the news for various reasons, so next time we hear from her, we'll let you know. This next lady was a professional dancer, and that career is exactly what got her into trouble. Vanity Wonder, as if her name alone doesn't signal that she's crazy, tried to beat out her dancing competition by doing the equivalent of what athletes do by taking steroids. She got illegal injections into her butt to make it bigger. Unfortunately for her, those illegal injections consisted of cement and a material that's used to fix popped tires.
So I was left with all these lumps all over my butt, and I had a choice. I could stay with the medium size, really, it looked like a bag of oranges. I could stay with the medium size lumpy butt, or just keep padding it with silicone to make it better.
Yes, Vanity, it's a lot better now. She spent more than $15,000 on those illegal butt injections. Was padding it the only solution? Maybe she could have spent the same amount of money to get it all removed. Anyway, Miss Wonder just released a book called Shot Girls to warn people about the dangers of getting cement injected into your butt, hoping that it would prevent other people from making the same mistakes she did. The sad thing is, I'd probably read it. At least this host thought the booty was impressive.
I mean, that's quite a curve.
This next guy doesn't need much of an introduction. He goes by the name Turtle Man. His claim to fame? Hunting turtles on YouTube. Since becoming famous, a TV network gave him his own show. And here's how awesome he is.
We're coming to a pond near you. Be ready this year, the new Turtle Man, because I got the swimsuit this year in the cold weather. So I'll probably be catching turtles up to November now. Yay! They think I'm crazy, but they can't help but like me. Got one. They do it on our show. He's smiling for you now. You just reach down and
Now, when you came out of the water, you made a little noise there. What was that?
oh, that's the rebel Indian yell there. That's that there yell. Every time you catch something, that's your.
Let me hear that. Let me hear that.
You gotta do that little cry there. You know, it gives you that power. You know,
Yeah.
where you can catch another one. I don't have no horn, so I just do this. That's the way I do it.
His skills are seriously impressive. We also find some people's stupidity quite impressive, which is why, this week, we're going to hand out the Crazy of the Week award. This week, it goes to Barack Obama, who's getting tons of criticism after saying this.
You didn't get there on your own. I'm always struck by people who think, well, it must be because I was just so smart. There are a lot of smart people out there. It must be because I worked harder than everybody else. Let me tell you something. There are a whole bunch of hard-working people out there. Somebody invested in roads and bridges. If you got a business, you didn't build that. Somebody else made that happen.
If you started a business, you didn't build that. That comment sparked a wave of controversy and jokes which are being posted on a website called didn'tbuildthat.com. On it, Obama tells kids making a sandcastle, you didn't build that. He tells Steve Jobs, you didn't build the iPhone. And he tells the Wright brothers that they, in fact, did not build the first airplane. Not the smartest move, Obama. Now, there are of course too many crazies to introduce you fully to all of them, but in this week's show's final 30 seconds, I'll introduce you to some of my favorites. So, here they are in 30 seconds. The Westboro Baptist Church is a group of 40 people who think that the entire world is damned to hell and they basically hate everyone. Check out the documentary, The Most Hated Family in America. Actor Charlie Sheen is always making news for crazy things. Sheen went nuts after going through drama with the creator of his hit TV show and is now being considered as the newest American Idol judge. If that happens, the show will fail. Lots of athletes are really crazy. For example, NBA star Ron Artest, who fought fans in the crowd and changed his name to Meta World Peace. We could go on and on and on. Madonna, who has resorted to showing her nipples at concerts, Lindsay Lohan, who gets drunk and crashes cars whenever she has the chance, Jodie Marsh, who went from a model to a bodybuilder, the tanning mom, Sarah Palin, oh, and this guy who does these really weird internet videos for China Daily named Chris Clark. Oh, that's me.